Yo, what to do, YouTube? It's your boy ColtsTalk. We're back with another video, and today we're going to be doing a little mock draft that I've done before, but I want to display it with you guys. Of course, you can see from the thumbnail my mock draft, but we're going to go through it from pick to pick, and I'm going to give a little example of why I did it. So, without further ado, let's hop into it. The first pick, of course, this is just a mock draft. This is my dream of what I will want as a Colts fan to play on my team and get drafted. So, none of this is real, of course, so just bear with me and don't give me any grief. So my first pick for the Colts, I'm getting a quarterback for sure, and I wanted to get CJ Stroud. Of course, CJ Stroud might not be available when the Colts select, so it's going to be like Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. But if we did have a chance to get Stroud, I would want him as my quarterback moving forward because he's just the guy for me. He's so accurate and he's very good. And in any system, especially Shane Steichen's, I think he can do wonders. So that's a guy I want to go with. And a second pick, I want to go offensive line. I want to go get a tackle in DeJuan Jones from Ohio State. I've seen him in person down in Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl. Of course, he didn't really practice, but he was there. It's a big presence, and I think he can do wonders on that offensive line with the Indianapolis Colts because we do need a tackle. But a lot of people may mention Braden Smith, or what you're going to do with him. I'm going to move Braden Smith to the inside and put him at guard. And I think he's a guy that you can use that's versatile enough to move into that position and be successful, especially a guy like DeJuan Jones. You want that wingspan off the edge. So I definitely want that guy on my offensive line to go with the Quentin Nelson and a Ryan Kelly that we're going to be retaining as well. So moving forward, that's who I want. At the third pick, I'm going to go wide receiver. I know a lot of people are probably going to go corner early in the draft, but I'm pretty sure we can get some decent corners. And I did this mock draft on PFF, so you know that grades are up and down, so don't give me grief. Just go with it. Third pick, I'm going to get Tyler Scott. Very versatile wide receiver, a guy that can play. He's like a dynamic player, playmaker. He can go inside and out on the field wherever you want to put him. He can play big. He's one of those guys, like if you get rid of Paris Campbell, if you are the Colts like they did, Tyler Scott can replace his stats and pretty much do the same damage or probably even more, and he's younger and faster. And he's one of those guys that's a dynamic athlete. I think you want a track star as well, and I think I want him on my offense as well moving forward. Moving forward to the next pick, the fourth round, I'm going to go edge rush and get Yaya Dabi from Louisville. Another athlete, freakish athlete, and this is like an athletic draft for me, so I definitely want a guy like him off the edge to go with a Kwity Paye and probably a Yannick when he comes back. They go pair with the Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner on that defensive line as well. You're looking like a very athletic front, a little bit younger, a little bit faster as well. So that's who I want out the draft. I feel like he can develop into a good talent. Moving to the fifth round, Jacorian Bennett from Maryland. I've seen him in person as well in Mobile, and he had a very good athletic draft as well. Raw talent. It's going to be very good whoever team that drafts him, but I think he can be successful in the NFL. We do need a corner as well, so I do think a corner like a Jacorian Bennett would go very well with Isaiah Rodgers Sr. and still want to get a veteran corner out the free agency if you want to be the Colts moving forward. After that, we're going to go linebacker, TCU D. Winters. I think he's a good linebacker that you want to get to replace Bobby Okereke that we lost. I do think, him, Zaire, and Shaquille Leonard could do a lot of damage moving forward, especially the development-wise. With that linebacker group, those are some good vets to have around you moving forward. So definitely looking forward to seeing if D. Winters would be selected to the Colts. That'd be a good move. After that, we got to go tight end. I love the tight end group we have, but you can never have enough. I know we assigned a tight end as well. But Payne Durham was another guy I've seen in Mobile that was really, really good that I would want on my roster. He can pretty much do it all. Pretty good blocking, pretty decent height as well, and he can catch the football. And he's one of those guys that can have a very high ceiling moving forward, and he can pretty much fit any roster. And I think he can be really good moving forward in the NFL and have a nice little career. My last pick, I'm going to double down on wide receiver. Trey Tucker is another guy, Cincinnati. You got 3 Cincinnati wide receivers in this formation that I think can do wonders no matter where you put him. So Trey Tucker was still available on PFF, and I wound up getting him. I do think he's a very solid wide receiver as well. Speed kills, and I got track stars all over the field that goes with Michael Pittman Jr. and an Ashton Dulin that we have in the roster still. I do think that might make a very good receiving core. So you guys let me know you think. Let me know how I did in my mock draft. Let me know who you would draft. If you did mock drafts, be sure to drop the link and I'll link into it. Let me know your thoughts about my mock draft. Like I said, share yours. If you made one, who would you draft a quarterback for the Colts? All these things in the comment section. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.